toddler was found abandoned.
Someone left her on the grounds of the hotel at approximately 6:30 in the morning with a passport around her neck, and I think about it, there was some pounds sterling. I'm not sure how much. I think about 80 pounds.
The 2.5-year-old girl is now in Conakry in neighbouring Guinea with other evacuees and should arrive at Stansted on a Foreign Office charter tomorrow. Her parents reached London last Friday. Her mother's been contacted, but diplomats have no idea how she came to be left behind. Ian Glover-James, ITN at the Foreign Office.
Tony Blair makes his first official speech as Prime Minister tomorrow. He's chosen to deliver it at an inner-city estate in London. Much of the speech will concentrate on welfare reforms and plans aimed at getting single parents back into work. Here's our political correspondent Hugh Pym.
He talked it all through with Bill Clinton during their meeting, and tomorrow Tony Blair will say he wants to help people to win rather than get trapped on benefit for the most productive years of their lives. His early priority, lone parents on benefit with school children. They'll be invited to local job centres to discuss employment options. Lottery cash will be used to fund after-school care. But that, argued the Tories, didn't add up to very much.
This is typical, I'm afraid, of this government. They make announcements which sound rather tough and possibly even effective. On closer analysis, they prove to be insubstantial.
Angela Horton from Cardiff is one of the people who will be targeted by the government. She has 2 children, Jeff, aged 16, and Carl, 8. She wants to work, but can't find anything suitable. She has her doubts about the latest lone parent initiative.
I think they are always picking on single parent families all the time. We seem to be the only group that gets penalised for who we are. And it's not fair, because there are other people out there that they could be doing a lot more with.
Government sources said no one would be penalised under the current proposals. Mr Blair, they said, wanted to demonstrate the need to help those cut off from society, what he calls the workless class. Hugh Pym, ITN, Westminster.
It's now only a matter of hours before almost 8 million people will learn the size of their cash windfall from the Halifax flotation. The conversion tomorrow of Britain's biggest building society into a blue-chip bank looks set to be a spectacular success. Neil Connery reports.
All change for the signs at Britain's biggest building society. For more than 7.5 million investors, it'll mean a little more than small change. The Halifax stock market debut 144 years after it was formed should be a high-flying success. It's the largest ever increase in share ownership in Britain. Tonight, it seems, it will mean a larger windfall than expected.
The best estimate is going to be 720, 730 per share, which means that the minimum that a member will get is over £1,400. The average will be something like £2,200, £2,300.
More than a quarter of Halifax members are expected to sell their shares on the first day.
I would imagine most of the people who wanted to sell immediately have done so. Nearly 2 million have done so. So we'll be left with a very big share register of 5 million plus people.
A new start for a familiar name, leaving investors eager to enjoy their welcome return from Britain's newest bank. Neil Connery, ITN.
Well, finally, a few minutes ago, the 2 fastest men on Earth went head-to-head over 150 metres for £1 million. In the showdown between Canada's Donovan Bailey and America's Michael Johnson, Johnson pulled up with an injury, and the Canadian ran away with it. Well, we have to run away now, because that's it from ITN this evening. From the Weekend team, good night.
Good evening. Tomorrow will be another dry and sunny day across most of Britain, but the weather charts aren't quite as simple and straightforward as they have been. We've still got the high pressure close by, keeping most of Britain dry, but lots of isobars now producing those strong winds, and the winds are steering some of this cloud and showery rain in from the continent through tonight and tomorrow, just brushing across the far south and west of Britain. But apart from that, most places staying dry. And it's dry almost everywhere tonight. Patchy low cloud coming into the far northeast, and the chance of perhaps a very light shower just passing through the channel. But most of us will have clear skies tonight, and temperatures down to around 7 or 8. And then tomorrow morning, perhaps rather grey at first in the far northeast, but elsewhere generally sunny. And the northeast will become sunny very quickly, I think, through the morning. But at the same time, the clouds beginning to build up in the south and west as those winds steer the cloud in from the continent. And there's just a higher chance tomorrow afternoon of 1 or 2 showers in the southwest of England and Wales. Temperatures tomorrow, not too bad. If you're out of the wind, it's up to around 20, 21 perhaps. But on the east coast, with the wind off the sea, it's still fairly chilly there. A sunny day for most of us. Good night.
Power gen. Generating electricity, whatever the weather.
A new series that takes you behind the scenes of peak practice.
If the artists are happy, I think we should shoot this.
The World of Fashion with Vivienne Westwood. On Parade with Soldier Soldier. And on set with Family Fortunes. 24 hours, Tuesday at 7:30 on Central. Central presents highlights from 2 world-class matches. France versus Brazil and England versus Italy. All the action, all the goals. A complete highlights package in the international match. Tuesday and Wednesday at 10:40 on Central.
60 years of the British holiday camp calls for celebration with Shane Ritchie next on Central.
This car has evolved out of aircraft design. This car has developed from a different point of view. This car reflects the fact that you are an individual. Why drive a car when you can pilot a Saab?
Excuse me, you're a Norwich Union member, aren't you? Orbit. You do know your application to buy shares at a discount must be in by June the 10th.
The Norwich Union members offer closes on June the 10th.
Factor 15 high protection milk. Makes a change from semi-skimmed.
Factor 15, free with Ombre Solaire. Enter the world of Carte D'or chocolate ice cream. If you love rich, smooth chocolate, Carte D'or will take you to new heights. Carte D'or, with pieces of real milk chocolate. Carte D'or, tasting is believing.
On Delta's new business class, we know how to treat you like an individual. That's why we fly more individuals worldwide than any other airline. Delta Airlines, on top of the world.
Revolution's here, and you know it's right. Central Weather, sponsored by Stay Bright Windows, the clear choice in any weather.
Hello again. Well, tomorrow isn't going to be quite the Bobby Dazzler that today was for the central region, but still pleasant nonetheless. It's through tonight we'll see a build-up of patchy cloud, and that means that tomorrow will be a day of sunny spells, really, and still seeing that easterly breeze, so it is going to feel rather cool out of the sunshine, but as Mondays go, it's still rather pleasant. Hope you enjoy it. That's all from me tonight. Good night.
LA back in the 40s. Anything could happen.
Get up, Grimaldi. People will think you've never been socked by a dame before. Watch your bank. Thanks.
Back then, you never knew who could cast a deadly spell. The Monday movie at 10:40 on Central.
Now on Central, Wakey, Wakey, Rise and Shane.
Come on. Yeah. Now listen, love, I've got to go. Seriously, babe, I can't stay.
Shane, you promised.
I might get caught. I've got to go.
You got a woman in there?
No, Ron.
So throw you one in then.
Oh.
All right, Shane.
Yeah, all right, Ron. Yeah, I'm just doing some, late night exercises. Well, keep him fit, because, well, I've got Donkey Derby in the morning,
Yeah, well, I'd lay off the ciggies then. I think you might have dropped these.
All us performers and lovies talk about the importance of a good training. Rada, the young Vic, Italia Conte. Now, there are many centres of showbiz excellence just waiting to teach the next generation of wannabe performers, dancers, singers, actors, all with stars in their eyes. Thank you, Jackie.